Hi and welcome to this class. We will be focusing on the pericardium meridian and the triple warmer. The pericardium it protects the heart, the physical heart, but it also protects our emotional heart and protects us from the ups and downs of life. The triple warmer, it's called that because it goes through the three burners that are basically located at the thorax, the abdomen, and the pelvis. And so the easiest way to think about the triple warmer is to just think intake, transformation, and elimination. So not just food or liquids, but also think about anything that you take in, whether it's the beauty around you or a deep breath, or even taking in some of those ups and downs in life, right? So think that intake, the transformation of that information that you're taking in, and also finding really healthy ways to process and eliminate it. The pericardium meridian originates at the pericardium. There is a branch that runs through the diaphragm and the triple warmer, but the main branch kind of pops out of the chest, goes through the armpit, down the inner part of the arm, and ends at the outer edge of the middle fingernail on both sides. The triple warmer meridian begins at the outer corner of the ring fingernail, moves up through the wrist, along the outer part of the arm, up through the shoulders, and then it goes deep and it goes through kind of meets up with the pericardium, that's the upper warmer, goes through the abdomen, the middle and lower warmers, and then it re-emerges at the chest, moves up the sides of the neck, goes around the ears, and then ends at the outer edges of your eyebrows, those little outer corners right there, all right? So we'll be focusing on these two pair today in our class. We're going to start in child's pose, all right? And because of the location, we get some nice extension here, and then we get a little bit of that compression in the upper back and shoulder area and in the neck that we also want to give to these meridians to help balance and create harmony. Walk the hands over to one side. And just take nice, slow, deep breaths here. Walk the hands back to center. And on over to the other side. And walk the hands back to center. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then lift up to a tabletop, and we're going to come right onto the belly. Just going to set my timer here. So start by taking one arm out to the side and keep the hand in line with the shoulder and start to step back. So if the neck gets tired here, you can put a block under the head that should take away any of that discomfort. So this gets all of that really nice extension and compression here on this side. And that stimulates the meridians and the energy flow and starts to kind of wake it up and balance it. Nice soft breath. Notice where you're gripping and just breathe into that, whether that's physically or emotionally. Optimal word for the pericardium is relax. Just let gravity do the work here. Last few breaths here. And start to slowly roll back onto the belly. We'll take a breath here, turn the head to one side. And then we'll get into that on the other side. Make sure the hands in line with the shoulder. And then tuck that block under the head, but also notice our two sides will never be the same. So it's important that we treat them differently as well. We have different organs on each side, our skeletal structure is different. So just be really open to noticing if maybe the neck feels okay on one side and not on the other. Just find ways to discover the differences and embrace them. Let gravity do more of the work here. Relax the jaw. Let the breath soften any tension or any holding that you might be feeling. Maybe holding something in or holding back. Just take a few more deep breaths here. roll onto the belly. Turn the head to the other side for a moment. Nice. Deep inhale. All right, so the next pose we're going to get into is called melting heart or puppy pose or anahatasana. So you can start from child's pose and then just start to slide the hands forward. And ideally you want to be on the chin here. But if you need a bolster, if there's a lot of limitations here or there's some trouble with range of motion, you can put a bolster under you so that you're not quite as deep into it. So take your time getting set up with that. And we get that really deep extension here in the armpits and that deep compression in the upper back and shoulders and in the neck. And just try to soften into this for a few more breaths. And go ahead and slide the hands under the shoulders so you can push up to a seated position and then go ahead and come onto the back. We're going to take a moment here in Shavasana. Nice deep inhale. Just let the yin do the work here and notice how the body moves as you breathe. Allow yourself to be open to transformation. Begin to deepen the breath. And smile gently to yourself. And start to bring a little more life back into the body. Just moving in whatever way feels natural for you. And hug the knees to the chest. And roll right on up to a seated position. Thank you. I'll see you next time.